Okay. Hello. I'm just in the middle of importing something pretty massive, because that's gonna be the topic of today, massive things. Hello, Platinum Fox, how are you? So basically, I kept iterating on the voxel system, but knowing that voxel plugin is gonna create a new version around November, and it's gonna be a completely refactor of the system, I'm gonna hold voxelization right now, and I'm gonna rely on static meshes and nanite for the base of the procedural generation, like for example this one that you can see here. So once this is loaded, I can start testing how the meshes work together with the procedural generation that is our own system. And that's the plan of today. But again, this is like a 4 million polygons base mesh, so that's why it takes around 5 to 10 minutes to load. So we are just warming up a bit, updating everything. And once we are ready, we can jump into that. In the meantime, we are still working on the art of CRETE, which I have here. One of the things we start to build, and that's something I need to decide if it's gonna be a stream or not, or how to do it, because it's a bit of a spoiler, is the bosses fights. Actually, it's taking more than expected. I don't know why. So one of the first bosses that we want to work is Hestia, which is this one. And we already got the model. I think the head is gonna be this one, number 1, yeah, which is the original one, I believe. So yeah. Let's see if this guy doesn't load in 2 minutes, I'm gonna stop. Oh, there we go. I hope now doesn't screw me over, because this could crash right now. It's a lot of geometry there, and it's scary now. Is there a night conversion on the back? But yeah, the model is gonna have like really interesting mechanics. Pretty big guys, pretty big girls. Okay, this looked like worked. So yeah, this is the one of the meshes, which is pretty high res, but it's completely nanited, as you can see here. So it works pretty well, and it's fully optimized to don't have an impact on the performance. It is true that needs to use a proxy geometry for for the collisions, but beyond that, yeah, should be some updates though on the, let me see, triangles, nanite, clusters. Yeah, so we can see here how the clusters also update. And the consistency of the mesh is pretty pretty okay. So now we got this other one, that what we need to do is to match the scale of this one and the origin as well. And the rotation is 30 degrees. So yeah, this is the other mesh. I'm gonna put this one temporary in other place, and I'm gonna take this one. As you can see, I'm quite low there, so I need to I just need to create a procedural spawning system. That's what I'm gonna do. So depending on the mesh that gets built, we spawn one place or the other. Like for example, here should be just around there, for example. So let's apply the materials, the procedural materials we got, like the wet material here, which has this kind of, I don't know, interesting slopes and patches of grass. I've seen a knight struggling a bit, but that's okay, it's not such a big deal. Couple of extra adjustments we need to do here. The first one is to change the collision system, and we want to do this as a custom. We want indeed, it's already applied, that's really cool. Oh, because I'm stupid. This one. I was thinking, why is by default? So this is math, basically. This is a way of telling what is going to be the hit reaction when you hit to the floor. I create different particle system depending on the physical material. That's how you do it. And the material is okay. And yes, then collision needs to be custom. We need to use channel as a, damage as one of the object responses. This is how you get the hit result as well. And finally, we need to use the collision mode, which should be here. Why I don't find it now? Oh, no, it's... I'm confused. Should be... Should be here. Okay, maybe it's in the mesh itself and I'm not being quite smart. Yeah, looks like. Okay, so here. Okay, let's change here, to be honest, just because later if I don't do it, I'm gonna regret. Yeah, collision, use complex geometry. We save this. And now it's creating the navigation mesh because that's how it works. And the other thing I should do, but I'm gonna test first without recalculating the knight, is basically going here and recalculate a knight. Fallback should be around 0. I think on this other one I got it in 0.25. So fallback error means that it's gonna have more resolution, and this is what you need to do in this kind of massive pieces and chunks. You want to have something around 0.25, 0.5. Because also that's how you're gonna spawn the foliage raycasting on top. So yeah, it's something to keep in mind. Right now it's okay. So let's see how this feels to start. So it's gonna create now the first part, which is the big rocks and mazes. Now the mazes, which is more like, okay, that was not too much. I'm wondering why. Okay, no, this is wrong. This is broken. This is broken. Let's see what could be the reason. I think the reason is, yeah, because this needs to be this and this needs to be this. We save this mesh now, and now it should work a bit better. But yeah, it's a massive asset. It's 24 million vertices, 35 the fallback. Which is still a lot, but... And we are gonna make more for the fallback. We will play around. We will play around until we find the sweet spot. So let's test this now. Now should be the rocks first. Then the mazes. I don't see mazes, which means that maybe it's not yet updated in the mesh because didn't went through. There we go. You want to have this and this. Now I'm confused. Yeah, that's overlap trade. That's for overlap. Okay, that should work there. Let's see now. Yeah, that worked because it's, I feel the, yeah. Okay, so now we got there, we got the grass, now it's working. Okay, cool. So let's wait until this ends, so we see how it feels in general, and then we decide how to spawn the things, how to prepare the level to start. This should take on a pack version around 30 seconds. Here on the editor takes around 75 seconds more or less, I believe. Even more. And yeah, it depends of the generation, but usually this should be done easily in 30 seconds on Steam. Just taking resources in the background from the editor, so it's a bit slower. And definitely I got in things to do, yes, optimizing the generation to have it even in 20 seconds or so. Let me just... Oh, the volume is quite loud. 1 second. Yeah, the collision is not accurate because the proxy I mentioned before. That's where I can have some issues, but let's see. Is this a geometry? Oh no, it's because there are two geometries there. Okay, that's kind of even cool, I would say. Okay, we need to fix this grass spawning here. It is weird that it's only spawning. Okay, yeah, this grass is wrong. I broke the grass. What is the proper grass? Why is it so buried? Okay. Yeah, it should be this grass. Okay, let's fix the shit because this is wrong. And the more I play, the more I think I don't need the patches in the floor. I think breaks a bit the feeling of the grass. So let's go to the world generator. Let's go here. There is always something to fix all the time. Because that was not the plan, but if the grass is not working as before, that's something to consider. Oh, I see. Okay, so if, let's remove this. If this is true, oh, wait a second. Yeah, this is completely wrong. It should be this actually. So if this is, and this should be something like even this, to be honest, like completely flat surface, like to the extreme, because I'm not sure how nice is the impact. Hostia. No, impact normal set, that should be it. Let's see again. Let's see now. Yeah, now there are less patches, but I need to wait to be sure that this is properly working. It's like I always put like, you know, 5 kind of grasses, and there is always one that it needs to be tuned a bit. Oh no, don't kill me, man. No. He saw me. Oh, dude, give me just a fucking second, please. No. No me jodas, tío, en serio, Give me a second, don't kill me. Be nice. There is no need. Oh, what? Mierda. Okay, let's run away. Fuck. That was close. So yeah, I think the grass now is a bit better. And the performance as well. Yeah, indeed, the separation could be improved. Wait. Man. But overall, I like it more now. And the performance should be okay. I got these guys, they're gonna chase me forever. Unless I do a trick here. Okay, enough. Alright. So, grass. Yeah, what annoys me is the what annoys me are the patches. So I'm gonna do a little experiment. Here I'm gonna do another random. Wait. So now I'm gonna spawn that other kind of grass no matter what. Always. I'm gonna change the slope of the grass to be more than 0.8 instead. Let's see if I can make the grass a bit faster, just a bit. Let's put this something like this, more or less. I'm gonna change the frequency of this and make like a bit different pattern in the grass. That's kind of interesting. Let's see. We need to see to the very end. Otherwise, it's very hard to know. But I like this pattern. The problem is now we need to do a couple of things. Yeah. Yeah, I like this pattern. I like this pattern. And it's gonna be even more performant. I think so. And then we got these patches of grass. So I think overall, yeah, I like this. I like it. I think it's a good choice. And I think it builds faster as well. Maybe I can add a bit of like Humanity and game, but just like a real tiny. How was this? Oh wow, I can have more precision than this. Oh, okay. That's okay, let's leave it there. I wish her noises. And let's say if this is bigger than 12, maybe. And now it is true. We got two patterns here. The first one should start there. Yeah, what is expensive are the traces. I'm gonna do a structure of a transform Okay, I'm gonna start building something here that I'm gonna need in the future, I'm pretty sure. Which is gonna be to make a structure variable. Let's go here on create. Okay, I got my more like a sandbox place. And in blueprints, let's make a structure. And this structure is gonna be foliage info. And this foliage info is gonna have an integer foliage ID and it's gonna have a transform foliage transform. And let me think, do I need something else? Maybe no. These two are okay so far. In the future we can play around with more, but I think we are good. So let's bring our variable, which is foliage info, and we are gonna call this grass info, and this is gonna be an array. Or maybe not. Maybe I can do this, because what I want to do now in the event graph here, where I say add instance, I want to get this and I want to split this. No, this is no, it's like set member I think I'm gonna make this an array, and this is gonna be single variables, and we make the array from here. And we add the transform and you know what? At this point, I really don't need ID, but I'm gonna just save it just because. So here we're gonna make a transform. And we are gonna start plugging things here. This is the actually this one can be collapsed like this, and we are gonna connect this one here. Now the rotation needs to be split, and we can add this, this, this. We split this, and we are gonna put this one here, this one here, and this one here. The ID is gonna be basically, we have 3 meshes, correct? Right now it's gonna be a random integer in range. I don't need even the stream, to be honest. So let's say from 0 to 2. So now this add instance is gonna become this little fella here. I'm gonna remove the rock generation to test this properly. The rock generation is this second guy there. And now with only the grass, once this is fully completed, I want to, I see I did here a little bit of, yeah, I see, grass 2, grass 5, no, grass 2, grass 1, and I imagine the third one was grass 4. Okay, grass 4, correct. So we got these guys there connected, and now what we want to do is to take this grass info what is the yeah, but I don't want to do a for each here. I don't want to do a for each, I want to let me see, Unreal get all array get all elements of an array. No. No, I don't want a for each loop. No. No. Okay, this yeah, but make array. What I'm missing here? So how to get all the elements no, I want to break this. Oh, no. No. Utilities, array, add, no, clear, no, find, no for each. No. No. There should be a solution for this, I'm pretty sure. I mean, what the hell? So I want to extract all the arrays elements inside an array structure. Maybe I need to do this different again. So we got the array here, we save this as an array, and we make this as just one massive structure. That's correct. Compile. Yeah, it's gonna complain, that's okay. So here I have now all the arrays. And this is basically what we want to spawn here. But I see that I can't connect the ID. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I see. I should do different systems. Okay, fair enough. I'm just trying to figure out the best way of doing this. So if I go here now, this guy let's add unique, so we only connect this. I think there was like something like members or something like that. Set members. Like, oh, fucking stupid spam. Sorry, it's one of the most annoying things. If it's reported, why is able to keep spamming? I understand that you can't stop. Okay. Cool. So this should work. Yeah, I was reading a post. Okay, cool. So we can disconnect this, we can disconnect this, and now we can add this is wrong. No, this is not wrong. This is odd. So we need to take this. We split it. But it's not a unique, it's add. Otherwise, we are not gonna find anything at all. And we connect this here, and the transforms are spit out there, so that should work. So let's make the transform there. Let's remove this, let's remove this, let's remove this, let's remove this. let's remove this. So now we got all the transforms there. Now this annoys me a bit. Yeah, because this is a C++ class. Yeah, okay, cool. And the new instances, they have an ID. No, create internet, no, thread pool, okay, pool, okay. Uncompleted, okay. And the pool is created there. Let's put priority normal. Number of cores, we can put this -1, but let's keep it like that so far. Completed, chunks. Okay, so this, let's see what we got there. Let's save everything. Looks a bit scary. So let's test. Okay, so we got the first part with the rocks, then the mazes, then the trees, stones, rocks. Wait, I shouldn't walk. And now in the background the line traces are happening. So no grass generated yet. Around second 50 or 60. Why these plants are so small right now as well? That's kind of interesting. Oh, I know why. Because I'm using the same rules of the grass. So now the grass is gonna happen all together at once, using the entire transforms. This is not grass, this is just bullshit right now. And that should be where we are. Oh, we are here. No. Okay, I think I did something wrong. Fuck, I'm stupid. Okay, and here let's do a select random. Random integer in range, and let's say 0 to 2. Thread pool, create, no. Alright, let's try this now again. I was stupid. And now later we fix the other plants. Okay, so stone generation, mazes generation, tree generation, rocks generation, spawns, actors, and the grass, which is the slowest one. This is just the first generation of grass, is not relevant, though it's taking resources. So where we are now in the blueprint, most likely in the previous step yet. Yeah, now it's doing the line traces. Not implemented. And once that is done, we will see the grass spawning. And that should happen there. Boom. That's faster. Now I see problems. One problem, I only see one mesh type. I see. Okay, I see. Alright, it's not a big deal. Yeah, there is only one mesh type. That's why it looks so horrible. The second problem is, am I flipping or the scale is constantly the same? shoot me. Okay, they definitely no. Oh man. Okay, the scale is not the same, but the geometry is only one. Yeah, because it's taking all the transforms and maybe taking grass too, as the only one to spawn. So we need to. Sadly, we need to do different transforms, or one per grass apparently. So if that's the case, oh man, that's super annoying. That's a bit annoying. But it makes sense. It makes sense, I guess. Because we are talking with hierarchical instance meshes, so kind of makes sense. So, yeah. I don't need this structure. What I need, vector type a grass type a grass transforms type b grass transforms, and as you can imagine, type c grass transforms. I'm thinking about smartest ways of doing this. Like, I got an array. Can I for example sort? Yeah, like if I randomly sort, but I think that's gonna be a slow operation. Like reorder the array or a split array. Hey, ATDL, how are you? ATDLE. I'm doing well, thank you. There's some math and some procedural generation today. I want to jump into more the combat design again a bit, but you always find something that is not working and then you want to fix it. So I'm now fixing the grass generation basically to make it a bit more efficient, but also visually more compelling. So that's what I'm doing, creating different arrays right now. So we got, for example, type A. In this spaghetti, we are gonna start removing things that we don't need. So we just want here to have this. Always working, man. I love what I do, to be honest, so I can't complain. So here we are gonna go the smooth way. We are gonna just separate the flow in switch by integer. I don't know what is your problem. Maybe my main writing. Switch an integer, I'm stupid. And then we are gonna make 3 potential pins, and we are gonna take a random integer in range, which is gonna be from 0 to 2. That is correct. So this is gonna be the first one. This is gonna be the second one. Yeah, this is kind of simple. And yeah, the third one is gonna be this one, and this is gonna be grass C type. and we connect the transform like so. And now, rather than connecting this here, we connect, let's remove all this crap. Let's remove all this crap. Let's see where is the first rule that really matters. If I recall, okay, this is the tiny grass. I don't want this yet. So what I'm going to do is to refactor this a bit. I want to go this is interesting. Okay, I'm making a space here, but why I'm doing this again? Do I really need this? I don't think so. But it's interesting that I'm doing this. It's kind of interesting that I'm doing this here. I need to remember why. Anyway, don't need it. Right now, if this is true, then you go here. I don't need anything else. All this grass, blah blah blah. We will jump into other stuff. I just need to refactor the grass rules a bit. We don't need anything of this. I'm gonna put this here for the future because maybe that's something I could need. We can change this location straight from the impact point. So now we can delete this shit. Cleaning up. This part of the graph is needed. I did more or less more organized parts here, but the grass generation needs a bit of care. Also, you know, like for maintenance in the future is gonna be relevant. So I think it's important to catch up time to time with the graphs and improve them, making more optimized but also more readable, because procedural generation graphs are not simple. Are usually, because there is a lot of math involved and a lot of rules involved, you end up with a bit convoluted graphs. It's the nature of proceduralism somehow. It's about rules constantly happening, so the graphs can get quickly convoluted. So yeah, let's remove this crap. Let's remove this. I'm gonna go to the plants now, and I think I'm gonna use a different rule for the plants. So we are here now. This is okay. I respect this. I think it's actually I really don't know why I'm doing this part with this. If already I'm recasting, if I'm not wrong, I'm recasting with a bit of variation already here. So if I'm making this variation there, why on hell? Oh, because it's a rotation. I see. Okay, forget what I said. There is a rotation here of 15 degrees minus plus. Okay, that makes sense. Why not? I accept that. and I'm making a rotator with 360 degrees of Z axis. That is correct as well. The only rule I'm defining is this one. I'm gonna call this 75. This is the slope basically. That's what we see there. Fucking expand. Give me just literally 30 seconds to report this. It doesn't matter what I do. They come back. I don't understand why YouTube doesn't do a fucking shit about this. Too much fucking AI in the world, but nothing to stop fucking spam. So great, so amazing. Technology is moving forward, guys. That's super cool to see. Spam is still governing the world, and we want to fucking send rockets to Mars and have fucking NFT bullshit games. So great. We are in the correct path. Cool. So that's done. That's okay. That's a bit cleaner, at least. This is all the this is the rocks part, and this is the rules to decide the scale, and these are gonna be the plants. This is something I don't need right now. We can start from here and see how this feels. Well, sorry, there is a final step now, and the final step is okay, we can put this here. We can delete all this crap around these nodes. We don't need this anymore. We don't need this. We need this. Now we can put this here, and we are gonna need 3 of these guys. Let's put it in a vertical fashion so far. So once this task is completed, goes to the next task. Once this one is completed, goes to the next task. Once everything is completed, we move to this part, which is not relevant, but it will be at some point. So now what we want to do is type A grass here, type B grass here, type C grass here. And the hierarchical instance meshes blah 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 are these 3 guys, which we are gonna put retrospectively in this guy. I don't care too much, this guy. And this guy, to spawn all these things together at once. That is basically it, and now we are gonna test it. Now one thing I think is slow is because I will get there. Yeah. I can just recast all I need. So now this should be raycasting. Yeah, this is the first part. Interesting, I'm catching this all the time false, but they should be swapping constantly. And around, I hope around second 50 or 55, this should be done, and then we will see spawning the things around now almost. There we go, nice. The spawning is way faster. Okay, cool. Now we got like cool patches here and there. Oh wow, this doesn't work if I do a slow-mo. Okay, forget that shit, doesn't matter, I guess K. That's cool, the physics go crazy. So it's always like that? Okay, I don't care. I just want to see the shape of the patches. Okay, it's interesting, but now we need to do something a bit more interesting before we move to the stones. And it's density, a gradient. We want to do a gradient of density. And that should be fairly simple. So what we can do now is to go to the graph What I want to avoid is to raycast if it's not needed. I need to make this different. So this is grass. Alright. This is grass. So if you are close to 0.12, means that you should have less density. So we're gonna make here a float clamp map range clamped, and we are gonna connect this float here. So we know that the cap is 0.12 to create a lane trace that is gonna spawn grass, and now I want to do a gradient here, a progression from grass to no grass. In fact, I'm gonna put this as 0.1, so we got even more grass. I can go even farther, maybe 0.09 or something like that, even 0.08. Today I'm free. Okay, now we want to remap this value. We know 0.08 is the minimum, and the maximum, if I'm not doing anything else, I mean, it's gonna be, let's say, like, I'm gonna say like 2, so only the middle is gonna be dense. You know, if I put 1, the gradient starts earlier and ends earlier. So if I put 2, at this point it's gonna be full density. And here I'm gonna put this, and here I'm gonna put this. This is 10% and this is 100%. Even here, just because I think we don't need this amount of density, I can go something like this. You know, like, why not? And now what I want is a weighted boolean, and we put this basically here. So now, depending on the noise value or the float, we are gonna have a gradient. Like so. So let's see how this translates. Actually, to see this even more interesting, I'm gonna make the gradient to end later in 0.3. So this means less raycasts in general, less density of grass, but more progressive. We see what is the result, and we move from there. Again, now I can't see the grass generated because the line traces are invisible. I see a little bug there. I mean bug, like proper insect on the top right. Messing around. Look at that. I think around now it should be done. There we go. So yeah, you see now there is a kind of gradient, more natural gradient of density. Like you have less grass here, some patches, and then you have a more dense area here in the middle, like so. And then you have another gradient down there. I think I can push this gradient a bit more. Yeah, I'm gonna push it more. Like so, I would say. In fact, I can put this like this. I'm bastardizing the noise a bit there. I can see that. Let's add an extra bit of lacuranity and an extra bit of gain here, just a touch. Maybe we should use a simplex noise instead, but let's keep going with this. Now, one thing I want to revisit because I think it's the moment to do it, is this grass value here. Because we start here, but maybe we want to start around there. Yeah, maybe something like this. Yeah, I'm thinking a lot about this part, but this is different multipliers. I'm not using this anymore. Yeah, let's refactor the entire grass little by little. I think many things are not needed now. These are the different plants. And here we got this, okay, so this is basically wow. And then we got the set value. So I'm scaling a lot already. XY. And set not that much. Let's try this. Let's see what we get. Before keep doing blindy things. So same theory, you can see here more or less what is going on when lets me. So yeah, it's doing the totems, doing the rocks, and now it's doing the grass, line traces constantly, and you will see this. This has to be an interesting area, because for some reason it's giving false all the time, which is not true. That's bullshit. That's maybe because it's not updating in real time. Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, we got some problem that we need to check, and we will fix that as well. And also it's related with nanite, because if I did this, it's because, again, the geometry can be better. So the gradients, yeah, you see, I can feel the gradients a bit more. Okay. The only problem the gradient works. The problem is the meshes should be more artistically directed. I think so. I don't know if this guy to kill me. Why not? He deserves it. Okay. So the problem is there are two different problems. So we know that grass had a deja vu. Not a big one, a small deja vu. Okay, so we know that grass steep, well, it's a big one, but it's an interesting deja vu. Huh, interesting one. It's been a while without a deja vu. I guess I was doing this kind of logic somehow. Cool. So here we want to do a branch. and the branch is gonna be a couple of checks. This is gonna be 1. And the other check, this needs to be in a dense area. This needs to be in 0.2 or 0.3. Yeah, this needs to be bigger than 0.3 and in a flat area. If this is not true, you go, I don't care, you go to this other. So this is a way of preventing to have the flat patches in no dense areas. It's pretty weird. But we still have them in the dense areas. So it's a way of doing a final check of, hey, okay, random, cool, but can you actually, are you gonna look good here? So now they should appear only in flatter areas and only flat and dense areas, both together. That should happen in 10 seconds or so. But yeah, I think I gain a bit of a speed actually in the generation now, because this would be around I can put rocks now, I'm thinking. Okay, cool. So yeah, patches now should happen more in flat areas. Actually, for some reason, I don't see a single one. But there should be. Yeah, like this. Maybe I can okay. Just checking around. We can improve that, eh? Let's see. Let's say this is 0.25 and let's make the angle actually 0.95 in permissive there. Now I like the here. We can do these traces. We can cap this. Let's put this in 1. Let's make this on 3. And let's put this. Zero 8 or so. Zero 5, okay. No, let's make this 008. Okay, let's do that. Let's try it now. I get so bored and tired of crypto games everywhere, man. It is so madness what is going on right now. Okay. Let's see what we got. This should be done. This should be spawning in 3, 2. You can do this. 1. Come on, just checking fucking LinkedIn. It's gonna slow me down. I feel it. I feel it. It's like a feeling. I'm wondering. Okay, cool. Yeah, I like this gradient more. It's less obvious. It's less obvious, and I like that. Yeah, I like this more. I see the other grass a bit as well. Just a bit. That's cool. Oh, again. I got this issue of sometimes this grass is only one kind of grass. Why? It's like a change of LOD. Yeah, I don't get it. It happens sometimes, but I don't know exactly why. It's only with one asset. Could be the distance. Hola. Alright. Hey, hey, Ren said DMB. Thank you so much. It's cool. Nice to have this chilling while having dinner. Thank you. I will be around. Have a nice one. Take care. Okay, so I'm gonna call that almost done. I want to change a couple of things to compensate the patches. The first one is gonna be to change the material. So I'm gonna put this on the left, so otherwise it's gonna be hard. I want to change the normal strength a bit. So something like this. Actually, I'm gonna put this around 1.5, and then I got grass. Hey, thank you for following Agent 259. Yo, what's up? Okay, something like this, more or less. I'm interested in not losing the details of the little wet areas like this. So that looks like pretty decent. I think though this is even more decent. So the contrast of wet and not wet is more interesting. Yeah, specularity, to be honest, sometimes you don't even need it. Depending on what you want to do. This looks even like a bit more interesting depending on the situation. I'm gonna get killed. Okay, so let's repeat that. Problem with this is the normals now maybe don't work. Yeah, it's depending on the where you are, it feels better or worse. Let's see how it works with the foliage altogether. I forgot to follow. Thank you for following now. I wanted to ask you, the cutscene trigger boxes took a long time to make. Depending on how the ones for CRETE, a couple of weeks. But if you have in your head something like immersive cinematics, shouldn't take that long. The reason took extra time for CRETE is because they are procedural generated, and depending on the character, it has different variations and different audio tracks, and depending on the level you are, and depending on many things, so there is a kind of branching thing on the cinematics. But doing seamless cinematics in a couple of days should be done, depending on the complexity of the system. It's not a big deal, it's just how much data you want to put inside a cinematic that is gonna impact the story of the cinematic, you know? Like, it's gonna be a second character. If there is a second player playing, that second character is gonna be inside the cinematic. Do you want to lock the other players while the cinematic is running? Do you want to change the dialogues depending on different circumstances? Do the character know about things that happened before? If they do, what lines should say? You know, these are the things that take extra time. But
doing a cinematic in a world seamless with no cuts, that's 1 day of work, 2 days of work. Is the proceduralism, is what I mean, what takes more time. Okay, the grass now looks horrible. Why so contrasty now? Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, we need to adjust some things here, boys, because while there are things that I like, here is okay. So I guess it's a matter of the backlight. No? When I go like here is when the things start to be like a bit crazy. Here feels natural. In the darkness, it's okay. I'm wondering the performance if I minimize this window and I put close this, I close this, I close this, I close this. 60 here suffers because the density. And if I put a stream performance mode, 50 FPS. That's on pack gain is around 60. Yeah, the grass feels okay. It's just when there is backlight there. Maybe if I wait to the sunset, if I not keep it fast. Fuck. Okay, don't fast forward in the middle of a map. It's a true death. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go back to the material a bit to tune that a bit more. So yeah, I think specularity. I don't want to put the specularity. I think I'm good without the specularity. I think yeah, I see the problem here. Okay. It's like kind of golden that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why. I don't know why. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I mean, you can go extreme. But then maybe you want to make the grass a bit brighter. Just trying to get my head around the overall feeling. Whoa, no way. What the fuck, man. Okay, this is a no. It's like... Yeah, the specularity is super destructive. Okay, this is gonna be our reference, checking down this. I think it's good, our overall feeling of how the things are done. So let's try to find the perfect... Hey, Cocky Bunny, what kind of game are you making? It's a cooperative tactical game called CRETE. You go to Kepler Zero, an alien planet, and you need to fight enemies called the Ancestors, which have many similarities to humans. So much similarities that you need to steal their DNA to be as strong as them, as smart as them, as fast as them, and that translates into new abilities, new melee and range abilities based on DNA, biotechnology. Tactical cooperative, multiplayer, story driven. You have more details on the website, mayhemmirror.com, or in the CRETE YouTube channel here. But yeah, multiplayer tactical RPG. Action RPG. And to be honest, the weight of RPG is quite small compared of roguelite. I would say it's more like a roguelite. You die a lot, but you also, every single time you play is procedural, so it's every single time a different level. It's trying always to catch new kind of gameplay and tactical situations. But I need to fix this shit. And literally looks like shit. So yeah, one option. So is the horizontal normal here? Yeah, this works better. It's still a bit of wet, but it's not like crazy. Have some patches there. That's what makes everything wrong there. Just want to bring the grass normal a bit more, and I can tweak this. A bit more as well. Still quite shiny though. It's complicated. It's not. It's a lot of parameters going on right now. I guess this is a bit better. Some interesting shades there. Yeah, I think this is better. And now even I can maybe push a bit more the normals, just a bit. Like so. So let's wait for the level generation again. Yeah, there are female characters. I can show you Chris. It's Chris, Demian, Cromer, Sinclair, Beatrix. But the main characters are Chris and Demian. This one is Demian. Chris is... I can just put Chris for these purposes. Let's change this by Chris. Okay, this should be Chris. Yeah, they have also they show the faces, but this is like the biosuit. It's a temp, it's not yet final. Sorry for the loading, it's the procedural generation. Shoot them soon. There's a massive tower there. Around, you know, in a pack game it's around 20 seconds of loading screen more or less. It's more or less indie, but not indie. I mean, we got the support of companies like Epic Games with Epic Mega Grants and licenses from Houdini, Side Effects, the support of XSense. So it's indie, that obviously is not like a AAA project, but we got support. Let's put maybe global illumination. Yeah, global illumination works better for this kind of sunsets. And now the game is full of crap. What you are checking this now is a lot of things that they are in progress, that because I'm testing. What the fuck? I can't open this yet. Let me just change the sound because I don't see a shit. Girls guns, hot. What do you consider more challenging, building natural or cities environments? Cities. Cities, you need to use some math. For example, wave function collapse function, which is more math based. With natural environments, you have a bit of margin of error because it's organic. Like this, this can be spawned in different areas. The only thing to keep in mind is not having spots where you can get stuck. But I think organic environments are easier in general, because you can just basically you can just be more flexible because it's organic. Man. Fuck. Okay, so yeah, the materials, I think that now they are a bit better. Now with that said, we are gonna start in the stones generation. For that, let's see. For that, we are gonna keep working in the generation actor here. This is basically the world generation blueprint where all the rules are established. This is the beginning of the world where the main meshes are established. This is like the different biomes happen here, with different grass biome A, grass biome B. Then different big rocks are spawned, and then after that we go to the smaller pieces, like the different stones, like big structures that they create patterns. You can see that here, for example. The first thing is gonna be like rocks more or less in the middle, like big chunks of pieces, and the first tile. The next thing, that's gonna be the rock right now, and then you can see these other patterns there. While looks a little bit like math, like quite obvious and silly, from this perspective is gonna be okay. So yeah, that's more or less different generations. Then big actors, totems, puzzles, and settlements of the ancestors, different rules. I built a little system where it always finds a way of spawning a puzzle. When I say puzzles, I mean any kind of a structure that contains a bit of logic, from opening a door to going to a temple to going to a dungeon. So for example, here you have towers, then you have like a smaller piece that is like spherical houses, and here you have like temples, and on the top you have totems. So it's always finding, this is the big piece, this is the medium-sized piece, and this is the small piece. If there is no space in the big part, in this radius of area, it's gonna try to set a smaller piece. If there is not that possibility, it's gonna try to set a even smaller piece. If neither of the three is possible right now, how it is, it's not gonna do anything. In the future, we will have here a chain of potentially 10 different structures happening there. And then this is the rocks generation, this is the tree generation, and this is the grass generation, which is the one I was working right now. And here what I want to do is now, the grass generation also is the stone generation, so yeah, a bit crazy shit. Okay, so here what I want to do is, if this is false, it's gonna make the stones. And we need again 4 arrays. So let's make 4 arrays. That's it. So these 4 arrays are gonna be type B, C. So this is type A stone transforms. I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna call this B, I'm gonna paste this, I'm gonna put this C, and final one D. Okay, so we got these 4 arrays. Now I don't give a fuck about what the stone is gonna be where. Can be completely random, so let's do that in that fashion. So here, rather than this at the instance, I'm gonna copy this and this and this. I'm gonna put this right here, and this is gonna be connected right here, and we need an extra one, so we have this beautiful setup. I should do a macro of this, I believe. Yeah, I should do a macro. Okay, so this is the maximum, it's gonna be 3, and then yeah, I'm gonna do a macro. Nah, I don't need a macro. So let's put this one here, this one here, this one here, and this one here. The last thing I need is to make a transform. So let's put the make transform here. I'm gonna start just feeding this here. One goes there, rotations, and the scale, we can just recombine this and put this one there. So this is the transform that is going to be fed to the different stones. Pretty straightforward. Now the next step is, once we got this fed, okay, here is a little bit of logic that I need to remember. So let's go forward. All right. Okay. So all this crap, I'm gonna call this true. Now we got here a bit of chaos, as you can see. So what I want right now is just to bypass all this. I don't know why I'm doing this there. Not needed. Not needed. I just want to know if this is matte and this is more or less flat.
so then I make a stone there. So now we go to the last step, and we are gonna do exactly what we did with the grass. We're gonna put all of them one after the other, vertical. And now we are gonna connect the different instances. So we start with stone A, stone B, transforms all of them, stone C, and stone D. And we are gonna connect the different stones. And those are stone 1, stone 2, stone 3, and stone 4. And now on completed, we are gonna keep the flow of spawning things. Like so, on completed, we go up and we go there. And I think I'm not missing anything at all. The only thing now is that knowing that this goes faster because I'm not spawning, maybe I want to push this a bit. I'm curious if it's gonna be dangerous or not. Like so. So let's see what we get there. Let's wait. I should then do this while generating the level. Okay. He's doing the crazy chunk now. It should be finishing. Wow, that's way faster now. Okay. So we got the stones. It's kind of okay, but not okay enough. I don't like the organic feeling. Very small there. Not the organic feeling. I don't like the kind of obvious generation feeling. We need to create more nature. We're gonna have an epic fight here. Okay. Let's don't get distracted. So the grass happens faster now. That's good news. I like that a lot. Now we need to do a gradient with that, and also I'm gonna increase this. I think right now I can go something way bigger because I don't feel the delay anymore. So that's kind of cool. We need to create a gradient of rocks. So how we are gonna do this? What we are gonna do is this is when the rocks can happen. So I see this is the threshold there. So this is the, oh no, this is incorrect. The minimum is gonna be 0 and the maximum is gonna be 0.08. And then we got a second chance there. But the problem here is that I can't make the gradient. So I have here different options. I'm thinking I'm gonna say, you know, I can say until the minimum -2, the maximum 0.05, 0.05, like so, and this is gonna be the rule to check. So now we can do something very similar here, which is taking this value of this specific float, and we are gonna remap it. So we know that the range is from -0.2 to -0.05. I'm gonna put 0. I'm gonna put 0 actually, and here I'm gonna put -3. The reason I'm doing this is because I think I'm gonna use a curve rather than just this as it is right now. So let's make a curve like this one, and this is gonna be a new curve which is gonna be CRETE gradient foliage, and this is gonna be the chance. So we need to think, let's, for simplicity, minimum -0.3, maximum 0, meaning that -0.3 is where there's not gonna be rocks. So if we go to the curve, I don't know where I got the curve now. Gradient foliage. -0.3 is there, and 0 is gonna be this. Okay, so we can say that 0 actually is 0.05. Okay, sure. The chances of these are gonna be 100%, and the chances of these are gonna be 0.1%, and this is gonna be the gradient of rocks. Now this is 0% almost, This is 1%. I would like to do something like this. It goes down and then goes up again and then down again. Let's make this auto. Something like this. And maybe oh shit. You know, oh fuck. Maybe it stays a bit like that. Just to break a bit the feeling. .90. Yeah, let's try to do something like that. It's just to have a gradient of the. It's a gradient with, you know, different waves of rocks from the border of the rocks to the very end. And now we can use this curve easily. So let's go, for example, let me just take this from other place like this. I think, okay, yeah, let's make this is happening here. And we are gonna take the value from here. We are gonna do this here, here, promote, gradient, foliage, curve, and here we are gonna compile and connect the foliage, gradient foliage there, and then it's gonna be fed by this guy. And now this is what actually defines, we don't need this, if something is gonna be a spawn or not. Now the scale, how I'm defining the scale is something that is grabbing my attention. Random? How? Really? Nah. Oh wow, I see. I see, okay, so this is the part that matters here. And we decided that the minimum was -3, more or less, and the maximum I can keep it like that. So -3, I'm gonna say, and this I'm gonna increase it a bit, just a bit. That is correct, and I think that's it. Let me see, I'm not missing anything. I don't need this crap. Yeah. Let's try that. Okay, now it's doing the line traces of the grass. That should be done fairly soon. I guess in second 50. There we go. Okay, maybe we have a little bit too many rocks, but I see already the density is working nicely. We just need to reduce densities. But you see there are like little rings. So let's do that. Let's do that. We can decrease this. We can go deep down. Can put this one in the very end. This is 0. Let's make more space for the 0. So all this is no rocks. Let's make these curves properly styled. I would like to have some little clusters, so for example what you can do is to make some tiny spikes in some places. Like this. And some patches, so same applies here. Like this. So this behaves a bit more natural, I think. I'm just worried that everything is in one though. Let's try. Still a lot. Still a fucking lot. Yes, close to the grass. Okay. Hey. Okay. It's a lot. So let me think. The value is 0.05. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so let's reduce this here. Yeah, careful there. Let's put this around there. Then decreasing slowly. The entire point is to have spikes, but also decreasing constantly. And then a final increase there, little spike there, something like that. So this is the maximum, which is 30% of chances. So it's not a lot. So that also should speed up the generation. I'm wondering, yeah, what is the best sweet spot for that? And there is also a little hitch. I guess the little hitch is because I'm making this super fast. Looks like not the stone maze, no. Might be. Could be these guys, maybe. Shouldn't be. Maybe these ones. Yeah, I'm wondering. Let me see. There's a hitch, and I want to see exactly where that happens. Okay, that happens earlier. So if happens earlier, maybe you think is this maybe in this maze generation? Maybe it's the maze generation, but I don't know why. Oh, it's not. Huh. Is actually the world generation? I believe it is. It should be. Otherwise, what could be? Oh. Oh. We got, well, let's remove this guy. We got something hitching there. Maybe the game mode. No, the game, oh. I mean, this is not used anymore. Huh. What is hitching there? It looks like six seconds. So what if I use, I don't know, third person? Oh wow, okay. Maybe it's the character blueprint somehow. Might be. Oh, no, it's not. The game state. No. It's something in the level, man. Where is that coming from? There is no AI, correct? I don't know why I have this here. Trigger boxes, actor, blocking volumes. Boulder, that's okay. The sky is okay. I'm gonna remove the sky. Interaction shouldn't be a problem. This cinematic is not a problem. Where that hitch come from? It should come from the world, because but it's not coming from the world. Which is pretty odd. Okay, let's remove this. Oh, I think I know. Let's revert this. No. No. What? Okay, I'm gonna remove them 1 second anyway. What might be? The game mode, controller, spectator. Hey, this guy I think is not the one either. Interaction. No. Removing this actor, still happening. Blocking volumes. Maybe in the level blueprint. Oh. There we go. We got a silly rebuild navigation. Oh look, I can jump with oh my god, I even have the shaders of Demian on this character. That's crazy, dude. So fucking crazy. And the voice. Wow, even the trail. That's fucking crazy. Okay, stop jumping. So we fixed that. Alright, that's little progress there. So we can go to the world spawner. Connect this again. No waiting, not anymore. Let's do this straight. Let's be brave. Let's delete that shit there. Yeah, and then Then let's put the sandbox, or I don't care. Create game mode standard. Alright, no glitches. Everything fast. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink and go back in 2 minutes. Alright, back. Yeah, I was checking quickly the rocks. We still have a lot, and this is precious time we can save. There are a lot. I'm gonna try to have another kind of curve. Stupid. Let me just report. Go for the knees, yeah. Okay. Reported. Cool. Let me think. Okay, so the curve. We need to make this just less. I mean, I guess even here needs to be. Yeah, I guess the density. Yeah, we need to cap this density, I believe. We can try this, some kind of Ah no, it's very low density. I guess this makes sense. I don't know. Maybe a peak there. Let's try that. Oh no. Come on. Alright, whatever. Wow, it's gonna be really fast. Okay, I think now the stones make a bit of more sense. I want to think that. We could also make them even bigger. Okay. A slow motion. Let's fix materials. And let's start with the grass. I've been pissed off by this, and now is the moment to fix it, because this is too much. I guess it's this one. Okay. Definitely this is one. Yeah, basically that. Okay, that's one thing already fixed. The grass now looks way more natural. Now, something that also annoys me, I feel the pattern quite obvious. So we might need to do a bit of a change there. But yeah, the grass like that is way better. Craziness Romo, eh? Okay, still too much. Okay, something like that. I think 2 is okay. And then we got the other one, which are the patches. So 4K. I'm gonna put 2 as well. And that's it. Yeah, I know. I need to smooth the ass a bit. It's a bit obvious. I know. I'm aware of that. We did that on Demian in the other character because people was complaining about the ass. I mean, what I can do, bio suits. They are very fit to the skin. It's actually is the skin itself, a kind of second skin. So yeah, but I need to be more careful with that because I removed the ass on Demian, so I need to remove a bit the ass of Chris. But it feels natural. Yeah, that ass. All right. Now this feels a bit dark. It's just like the rocks are not integrating. They are not integrating well with the floor. Let me generate one more time. Actually, let me generate with the little changes I wanted to add. So one change I wanted. Super bad. Chicks made of iron. Yeah, they are strong. They are soldiers. DNA hunters. I mean, if you put all the things together, those kind of perfect bodies, the name, DNA hunters, that sounds dodgy if you think about it. Biotechnology, yeah, maybe I'm stretching too much the political correction line, but did you generate on key command? No, it's on begin play. When I start playing, that generates automatically. I can do that with a command if I need to test, but right now, no. Right now is when you start playing, the level generates automatically. So I want just to change the scale of the rocks. I think I can stretch that a bit. So let's go, yes, here. These are the, actually at some point I need to put the grass as well, to be honest. So here, can make this from here to here, which is and also I want to break the grass pattern a bit, so in the floats that defines the line trace, I guess I got here a plus, yeah, this one and this one, these two. Let's go something bigger. It's gonna be more patchy maybe, but also will help to break a bit the direction, I believe. And this rotation as well, I'm gonna make it slightly bigger, like so. So let's see what kind of patterns, and from there we can work with the materials, because I still don't like them. They are not quite well integrated. No, shadow, no. Stop. Okay, this is cool, yeah. Okay, fine. I want to compare with a little bit of shadow, with a little bit of light, direct, counter light, and front light, which is more or less all the scenarios. It's hard. Doing procedural lighting in dynamic worlds is fucking hard. It's one of the places I spend a lot of time, and I always go back again and again, because you have so many scenarios, and I'm obsessed about lighting. I mean, I work in VFX enough time to care about that on games, and obviously on games most of the cases you don't see that developers care too much. I like to spend time there. I like it. It's just my personal thing. Okay, so the rocks now maybe are pretty big. And they are very far of being integrated, and there are different reasons of that happening. Stop fucking me over. Lighting doesn't help. Now I'm wondering, global illumination doesn't help, and I don't want to use it. It's just not natural. And it's like the pattern is pretty damn obvious. There are differences that they are not working in our favor. The pattern is obvious, the shaders are not integrated, and the best way of seeing this is going to the Albedo channel and seeing that I mean, could be worse. I'm trying to understand why I see more polygons there than here. Okay, so I think there are different factors, and sadly or luckily, or one of them is the specularity is not matching. So if I bring a specularity up, some things start to happen, but Now the problem is we need to make the grass darker, and maybe what if we don't have like I mean, if I go to unsaturated, thing is, I don't want to sacrifice the grass patches. I just want to make it work. So it needs to match this color there. So let's try to find the color. But you see that color is not natural in the floor. Usually you got something more like, maybe like this. When it's like grassy, yeah, but it's not matching. Okay, this one matches a bit more. And I think the feeling is okay-ish. Now these stones, yeah, they have different problems. One of them is because I'm not casting shadow, because I don't want to do shadow in those rocks. Maybe the size is quite big. So let's go to the shader of the pebbles. Okay, and let's see what we can do here. Let's remove the specular. Now specular helps, in this case helps. Let's play with the color in general. I think I'm gonna remove contrast. It's not easy, eh? Because this is like super bright and distracts a lot. They just need maybe a little bit of tint. Or be really dark. Yeah, this could help a bit more. We need to make them small, that's for sure. Then the roughness maybe as well. Yeah, that's super, no. Okay, let's do the curve for the rocks as well. And it's the last thing. So if I go here, I'm gonna take one extra curve, and this is gonna be CRETE gradient stones, pebbles, stones. And then let's analyze the curve of the noise we need. So we go to the world generation, world spawner. I didn't check the grass, fuck, I forgot. Okay. So we got this value that we decided, actually it's the same, I don't need to check because it's here. Okay, so let's remove all these intermediate values. So this is 0 minus 0.3, and this is here. So the scales we were playing around. Okay, so let's make this 0. I'm fucking stupid. Okay, so this is 0.05. And the values I was playing around, they were something along the lines of 0.1, 3.5 is massive. So let's put the 2.5 as maximum. So this value would be 2.5, and the minimum is gonna be 0.1. And now we can redraw this curve. Like, I only want a massive rock in a very little chance there, and here I'm gonna do the classic thing again. Just want to give a chance of having two opportunities of having a massive rock. Like so. And then medium, like something like that. Okay, so that's done. Now we go to the world spawner. We are gonna create another one, gradient foliage stones. We are gonna compile, and here we are gonna put the CRETE gradient stones. We get this here. Copy this, 1 second, where we are. And we are gonna take this, and basically we are gonna oh wow, I see. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Anil. I'm gonna put the value here, the curve here. This here, and then we add a little bit of extra grain. But this grain is gonna be minimum 1, maximum 2, maybe. I think I'm gonna have very small rocks now, very, very small, but we need to see. Still not convinced about the grass though. I don't see stones, which is alarming. The stones are not there. I'm checking also the grass. Can be improved, but no stones. Sadness. Why not? What? Excuse me? Oh my god. Oh fuck. Fucking stupid. Okay. Oh man, okay. I see, I broke things. So, what the fuck? So now, stones. Wait a second. This is the grass. No, what the fuck? What I did? Gradient foliage. Gradient stones is the gradient foliage. What? Man, my head is exploding right now. 1 second. Let me see this. Yes. So here in the grass I'm using this, which is incorrect. Okay, I just swap it by error. So I can use this as stones and stones as foliage. Let me see at least if this works, and then if not I rename it and that's it. Fucking silly man. Alright, there we go. We got the stones. They are small, but they are, I think, more integrated. What would make sense is to make the stones around these guys. Okay, we got, the problem is now we have microscopic stones. I think grass overall is better. And now I broke the pattern a bit as well. So I think what I would do is just increasing in this gradient here, which is now called foliage, doesn't matter. Maybe one rock can be big. Something like that. I don't know. And at some point we need to add the plants. So I'm trying to think here. These are the plants. Where they are. Yeah, these three guys there. They should have like a little chance of a spawn. We will put it. I think I can do this in this one and just do like every, I don't know, 50 or something at a little grass, or I don't know, something like that. I'm wondering, can I connect both logics? No, I can't, because the line trace is one or the other. Shame. Okay, let's try that. But we earn around maybe 15 seconds of loading screen on Steam. Here it's gonna be slow, but if I do the math, before was like 30 seconds generating, now most likely it's gonna be 15 seconds generating. Maybe 20 seconds, but yeah, it's pretty good, pretty happy about that. I still see the stupid pattern. I think it's because I only have one grass asset, so I will need to... No, I have 3 grass assets, so I still don't get why this pattern, to be honest. And the stones still kind of small, all of them. Hostia. He got me. Anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today, I believe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice one. Take care.